urban agriculture is a relatively new concept, especially here in Namibia. And I must admit that the city of Windhoek is one of the pioneers in this discipline. We've realized that we can only build a good resilience for our communities by having a food and nutrition security system that works for all of them. And indeed, it's important for the nutrition. It is also important for job creation. It's also important that we grow our own produce and be able to be entrepreneurs that can feed the nation, and of course, in this particular case, the city of Windhoek. It's a community-based project. Initially, we thought we target the ones who are nearby to cut on the transport of these people that come and volunteer on this particular land. And as you can rightly say, it is for everyone that is in Windhoek. It's a City of Windhoek project, of course with immediate beneficiaries coming from the areas that are nearby to work from, and they can always bring in their family members to work on this particular land. But indeed it is something that we are looking at covering the entire city of Windhoek boundaries. But of course this is not the only garden. We will be strategically placing around the city some gardens which will be of easy access to people, like in Komastal, for example, Central Katutura, where we are also having plans to establish similar ones. It is a City of Windhoek project, and everyone that finds themselves in the city, of course, given the criteria, we will be able to accommodate them here. Yes, the Farm Okukuna is a community-based project. Our beneficiaries are first of all members of the community, the surrounding areas. These are the people who are benefiting initially from this program, and it's helping them to create employment, as I had said. It's also meant for the nutritional boost that they need. We've realized that with COVID-19, we were caught unaware, especially with the food supply. So we realized that we need to build better by bringing about urban agriculture. In this case, we have a garden, and we are encouraging through this garden mentorship. We are encouraging through this garden entrepreneurship. We are encouraging through this garden a healthy citizenry, meaning everyone in Windhoek should have a balanced nutrition. And it is something that is indeed getting momentum. Everyone in the community appreciates. As you can see, there's quite a number of veggies to choose from. The two other gardens besides this one, they are already in productivity. They are working, and we are having fruits that are produced and harvested, of course now at a very good stage. Olaf Palme is doing well. It's got initially 9 participants. They've all become business entrepreneurs, especially in the area of agriculture. And then we have Greenwell Matongo Garden. It's been functioning ever since. It's there to augment our soup kitchens. So those two are functioning, and as you can see, this one has been functioning now for the past 3.5 years. So we are in line in terms of what is the target, which is to cover for the vulnerable households and ultimately turning them into business people. Yes. Farm Okukuna is one of the many projects that the city, through council, gave mandate to the Department of Community Development to come up and do gardens. This is the 4th garden that we are producing, or we are going to erect, which means there's many more gardens that will be produced in the city of Windhoek. This being the start, or rather the second one, followed by other places that we have in mix. Kurot will also get one. We are going to be intensifying our nursery at Olaf Palme, and we will of course be using the land behind me here to expand this project. So this is just one of the many projects that the city has on the lineup for the residents of this particular city. Yep. Food production in our terms means people working with hands, meaning there must be bodies on the farm. So that in itself is already bringing in people who are able-bodied to do something with their hands. You heard from the the respondent that we just spoke to now, that they would package spinach in small packets of $50, $20. So that creates already food security at the household level. And of course, with the exchange of money, it's already a form of employment, meaning people will be able to derive their living or livelihoods from this garden. So the garden looks at many other aspects of our social welfare. One is the nutrition, secondly is the employment creation, and thirdly is that of producing food for our citizens in an abundant and nutritious way. We are navigating through the various challenges, be it environmental challenges, climate change challenges. Luckily for now, we can say we've been given some donation which helped us to put up this infrastructure. We will foresee in future challenges that may emanate from funding. So we are at this point in time saying, let us produce, but at the same time be able to be aware of where to get funding to expand this particular garden. But as it is now, we have good community participation, which we initially thought would be a challenge, but it's not really a challenge. At a given time, you are going to count at least 10 to 15 people on site, which means that element of human capital is not so much of an issue. We will foresee, of course, funding challenges going forward. But as is now, we are pleased with the path on which we are.